Hello ladies, thank you all for having me and that you've come to listen to my story. It's an honor for me to be here, thank you. When I was 12 years old, it was my dream to become a fashion model. My stepsister and I, we went to a model convention with our parents to show ourselves to the model scouts. My stepsister has always been around like 3 sizes smaller than I was, and I have never found it as difficult as on the day of the model convention. We met with a few scouts, and they were all very fond of my sister because of her perfect model body and full lips. And one of the scouts looked at me and said, "You know, you have a pretty face, but how about plus size modeling?" And I couldn't believe it. I mean, sure, I was like an average weight and I had a little belly, but plus size? You know, many people say that skinny is beautiful and that skinny should be the standard and that skinny equals opportunities, but let me ask you a question. You don't think your mother is beautiful? Your sister doesn't deserve the same opportunities as all the skinny girls, and your girlfriend does not fit the standard? You know, the average size in the Netherlands is 40-42 European size, also known as extra large. But if that is the average size, then how come the biggest retailers, you know, such as Zara or H&M, they only have sizes until 42 for the regular collection? So this means that every woman that has more than a size 42 is being sent to the plus size department. And most stores don't even have a plus size department. So where are half of the women in our country supposed to find clothes to wear? And if the average size is 42, then is it fair to call women who own this size or even more that they are fat? And how come the word fat is considered as ugly when half of the women in this country can relate to this word? Friends are asking each other if they don't have a visible tummy or if their behind doesn't look too big in their jeans, when this is all because the perception of beauty in Western Europe is just twisted. The fashion world shows us women with figures that are polished to so-called perfection. I mean, they don't have any curves or bumps, no cellulite on their tiny legs. These are the figures that we look at every day on television and even on giant billboards across the roads. But if less than a quarter of this country owns this size, then why should we even aspire to look like those models? And have you ever noticed that when you go for a night out at the club with your friends, that men always tend to go for the girls with a smaller size? It is as if the size of my body is intimidating and implies that I'm probably too much. So it makes me think that maybe not only women are influenced by the modern day models, but so are men. They are brought up with billboards and commercials on television that mostly show the ideal bodies. And let's not forget about the peer pressure that boys go through in puberty. I know for a fact that when I was young, and I know that I wasn't the skinniest, I was being made fun of by all the boys. And one of them even had a secret crush on me, but told me that he would have been made fun of by his friends if he would date me. Boy, does he regret it 10 years later. It's time for us women with a size more to embrace what we own. This is my body, my temple. I love that my belly is soft, and I love that my sexy thighs touch. And I love that my behind looks big in my jeans. I love my body as a whole. And to all the women in front of me that are struggling with their body image, don't take the fashion models as an example, but be your own example. Thank you so much for your attention.